A very good day, everyone. Welcome to our webinar on the e-invoicing in Malaysia. Informative session is proudly presented to you by Taxilla, a pioneer in delivering compliant e-invoicing solutions. Taxilla is set to host a series of webinars on e-invoicing in Malaysia, with this session marking the first in our lineup. So our aim is to equip you with all the knowledge needed to transition smoothly into this era of e-invoicing with respect to Malaysia. And a very quick introduction about our speakers today. So first I have Bharat with me. So Bharat is a visionary product manager who has significantly contributed to finance transformation through e-invoicing across multiple regions. On the other hand, I have Venkatasai, an accomplished enterprise sales manager known for his expertise in e-invoicing solutions and exceptional client services.
Taxilla is a low-code, no-code platform where we do offer a wide range of integrations, transformations, validations, and computations. So what is meant by this low-code, no-code in the sense, we can build any applications in our platform uh, based upon the business requirements or else based upon the regulatory requirements. Today, we are going to talk about e-invoicing, which is a regulatory requirement. So e-invoicing in Malaysia is the topic. Coming to Taxilla, we are based out of India and US. We are certified PayPal access point. We are ISO certified company. We are a SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, which is one of highest standards across the globe. Even in India itself, we are holding more than 8% of market share for e-invoicing. We offer global e-invoicing solution. In more than 16 countries, we have e-invoicing solution. Even we do support reconciliations. As I mentioned, we have a powerful reconciliation engine in place. Then we support financial closure process automation. We do all the data preparation for you. We collect data from multiple source systems and we can generate that reports to you either as per regulatory format or else as per your business specific needs. Then finally, we can report that invoices to regulatory portal, all the data. Like in India, if we talk about all the GST related filings will come into picture, all that in case if you want month-end reporting to any regulator portal, if you want us to integrate with the regulatory portal and report that invoices in real time, we can do that. So coming to a few of our referenceable customers, globally large firms, like including Big Four and top accounting firms, they are associated with us. Out of top 10 banks, top 2 banks are existing customers. And then we talk about proudly serving customers whom we are dealing. You can see a few of our marquee customers listed. Uh, we take data from multiple source systems, either it can be Dynamics, SAP, or Oracle, Sage, or any other custom ERP, what they are using. Our solution will come on picture on top of the ERP. Then we do data preparation and transformation. We act as an intelligent middleware between customer source systems and regulatory portal. We do all the validations, tax determination if you want. If you want to generate invoice PDF, customize it with unique numbers and QR code, we can even do that. Finally, we can report that invoice to the regulatory portal. Here today, we are going to talk about Malaysia. If you want us to report that invoice to India regulatory portal, we can do that. The application is same. Only the endpoint URLs will be changing and will be reporting to the respective government regulatory portals.
Thank you, Venkat, for a quick introduction about Taxilla. Now, let's look at the e-invoice mandate in Malaysia. So, as you already know, there are a lot of discussions happening in Malaysia, and IRBM is very much determined to make this e-invoice mandate live from 1st August 2024. So the model which is being adapted is called continuous transaction control, CTC model. This is mainly for P2B transactions, right? So in this model, first supplier has to submit invoices to the tax authority. Then tax authority will validate the invoice. Then after validation, a unique code will be issued against the invoice along with the QR code. And with that information, invoice need to be submitted to the buyer. And if you look at the timelines, right. So it starts with the large companies with a revenue of 100 million Malaysian ringgits starting from August 1st, 2024. And for mid-sized companies who are having a revenue of 25 million to 100 million Malaysian ringgits to start using this e-invoicing from 1st January 2025. And all the remaining taxpayers, the e-invoice will mandatory from 1st July 2025. And the very latest update we have is about API specifications. IRBM has published the API specifications on 9th February. Now, when it comes to requirements, that invoice need to be submitted to IRBM either in XML or JSON format. The solution what you are picking should have API integration with the IRBM. There is complex implementations or complex security requirements are involved in these requirements, like generating invoice hash, digital signing the invoice. This is to ensure that the invoice is not tampered, or and also ensure that this invoice is coming from the authorized source. Then there are different types of e-invoices, right? And there are also certain exemptions which are provided for the e-invoice. So there are certain people who are exempted from e-invoice. Now there are different types of invoices which we have seen just now, right? Business people might already be aware of these definitions, but it is very important to understand in the context of Malaysia and see what need to be used in what context. It's very important for the taxpayers to evaluate and understand why they need to participate in the pilot. It's mainly because of these advantages, right? One is early adoption benefits and industry specific consideration. Next is the data enrichment opportunities. And there is also important things you need to understand in regards to security. And then other important advantage is operational efficiency, as you are converting your paper invoices, PDF invoices to electronic invoices. By understanding this mandate in advance, you will have ample amount of time to consider, evaluate, and see how you can convert this regulatory requirement into an operational efficiency and see it as a savings part rather than expenditure. As I said, like this is a series of webinars. We have just now seen e-invoice requirements to whom it is applicable, different types of e-invoices, right? We are coming up with the 2 more webinars in future on February 23rd, one webinar, and February 20th, other webinar. So in these webinars, we will go into detailed details of e-invoice data model. What are the mandatory fields? What are the optional fields? If you don't have the mandatory fields, how you should address those issues? What are the optional fields applicable to your business use case? All those things we'll be discussing in the upcoming webinar on February 23rd. And then on February 28th, we will be covering the e-invoice implementation strategy, which you need to adopt. That is all for today's webinar, where we covered about e-invoice requirements. Now, Rohini, you can open up the session for Q&A.
So Bharat, I received one question. So how to participate in the pilot project? So we were discussing about pilot project. I think it's regarding that.
Yeah. So there is an email provided by the IRBM to which you can send your expression of interest to participate in the pilot. Then you will receive a response from IRBM asking for the company representative to participate in the pilot. Once you share those details, then IRBM will communicate about the pilot project details, how to participate further.
All right.
There is one question I can see, Rohini, in the
Yeah. Are
Q&A.
you a middleware solution company?
Yes, we are a middleware solution company. We act as an intelligent middleware between the transaction booking system and the tax authority system. So when I say middleware solution, there are 2 types of middleware solutions coming up in Malaysia. One is middleware solution who can also support PayPal e-invoicing and non-PayPal middleware solutions. So we are a PayPal supported middleware solution. It means if you want to exchange invoice over PayPal network, we will be supporting that as well.
All right. Do we need to register for the next webinar? Yes. The registration links and everything will be floating in our LinkedIn handle and all our social medias. Okay. One more question. Can you brief us the cost of using Taxilla? Is it being fixed or based on the number of transactions?
But what I suggest is there is something called as MDEC, Malaysia Digital Economic Corporation, and they are running national invoicing initiative and encouraging business to adopt PayPal for B2B document exchange, right? That is different than IRBM e-invoicing. That is mainly for operational efficiency, whereas IRBM e-invoicing is for regulatory requirement, right? So there is no authorized service providers by LHDN, but you can definitely refer to MDEC authorized providers for your reference. And Taxilla is also going to be a part of MDEC authorized providers. We have already submitted our application, and our application is under evaluation. Maybe in a week's time, we should be listed on MTech website.
Your Postman collection and APIs are ready.
Yes, our APIs, as I said, are ready. You can get into a call with our team and we'll explain how to use our APIs. You can start using our APIs and evaluate your system, identify the gaps and fix it and be ready.
All right. I think most of the questions are answered.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bharat. Thank you so much, Venkat. And overall, thank you so much, everyone, for joining this webinar. And Venkat and Bharat, thank you so much for giving a very insightful session on both Taxilla as well as on e-invoicing with respect to Malaysia. We have series of webinar lined up, as Bharat has mentioned. So we'll be floating up across all our registration links and what we are going to talk in our social media handles. Hope you all will join for the next webinar as well. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.